Hey guys, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know. Hello everyone, I hope that I'm live right now, guys. If you guys are able to listen me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know, guys. If there is any issues with the audio or the video, please let me know. You guys are able to listen me properly, right, guys? No issues whatsoever. Okay, then that's great. So up till now, when it comes to our project, let me just open up repellent.com itself. So this was the project that we were working upon, and this is how much we have been able to complete from the project itself. Okay. So now the stories, the posts, and the site section is remaining. Today we'll try to complete up at least the stories itself. Okay, that is our aim for our today's class, to complete the stories part of the same and create the area for post and the site section. Okay. If you guys don't remember the same, let me show you guys on Instagram directly. Let me do that for you guys. Let me open up the live chat on the left hand side and this on the right. And let me open up our particular scene. The bottom sidebar last icon is not displayed. This is it's like you can just reverse it. If that is my mistake, I have not reversed it right over there. Okay, my bottom sidebar isn't working after repeating the same price. So it won't work. The reason for that is because I haven't changed the code for my bottom sidebar. I've only changed the code for the top section. I haven't changed the code for the bottom section. Whatever you did in the top section, you have to do the exact same thing in the bottom section itself. Only then it will work. So because of my laziness, I haven't done that. But you guys will have to. Okay. I'm extremely sorry, guys. I know I still have a little bit of cough and cold, guys. Okay. So I'm working in cybersecurity. Is it good? When if you are doing that, it's fine. But make sure that you are doing data structure algorithms and competitive programming along with it. Otherwise, it's of no use. Okay, you're just wasting your time. If you're not doing DSA and CP, you're just wasting your time doing that. So right over here, guys, as you are able to see, you're having the particular section on the right hand side. You are having a section in the middle that has the story and then the post right over there. And we have done the section on the left hand side. Okay. So now we have to focus on these two sections, guys. Today, what we'll do is today we'll try to implement this particular part, the stories section. Now, the stories section, if you look at the story very carefully, you will see that there is an image of my profile and there is a particular gradient ring around it. Are you guys able to see that? If you look at the story a little bit more closely, are you guys able to see the image, a circular image, and then a ring surrounding that particular circular image, guys? Or am I the only one who's able to see that? So, inside of Instagram, most of you guys might think, oh, how did it give like the image a circular border that is also gradient in color? So that is not what is happening right away here, guys. This is not a border. What they have done is that there is a layering. There's a div tag in the background, and then on top of it there is the image. And the div tag has that ring and has a circle of gradient color, and then on top of it there is an image of circular nature, and that is how they are able to showcase that defect. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. There is no border to our image, guys. Do not think about it as a border, a gradient border to our image. No, that is not the case. What's happening is there are two things. There is a div tag in the background. On top of it, there is an image tag. The div tag has a circle a little bit greater than your image. Okay. And that is of gradient color. So the bottom part of the website is not appearing after reducing to 600 pixels. What to do some changes. I haven't made those changes right over there. I have explained it to you guys how to make those changes for the top section. I've explained it to you guys how to make the changes for the 600 less than 600 size. So to do that, just apply those changes right over there. As simple as that. Okay. Okay, so let's try it out on our website as well, guys. So first of all, we'll need to start with a new container. Okay, so what I'm thinking about is initially what I thought was that I will divide the entire screen into three separate containers. Okay, one will be on the left hand side, one will be in the middle, and one will be on the right hand side itself. That is one way to go about it. The second method that you can follow is divide the entire screen into two separate halves. One will be in the left hand side, that is our sidebar, and the second one will be a big container that will contain all these things, all the other things. Okay, the story, the post, and the side profile as well. So I'm thinking of going in the second direction because it will be a little bit simpler to implement as well. So that is what I'm thinking about. So let's do that. Okay. What should we name it? We'll name it as the main container, guys. So this is the end of. So you can see right over here there is a particular line. If you look at that very closely, if you highlight this particular div tag, you'll see this line right over here. So you can track which particular div tag this is. So this is the div tag for our sidebar. Okay, so sidebar is one of the div tags, one of the rectangles. We need another rectangle. We'll call it as the main container, and all our code will go inside of that main container itself. So we'll come back down below, guys. I will create another div tag right over here. Let me bring the keyboard a little bit closer. It's too far away from me right now, and I'm not able to see shit right over there. Okay, so like I said, guys, we will create another div tag. Are you guys able to understand what I'm trying to do right over here? I'm very sorry. So, and main content, I wanted main container. Let's name it as main container div class. Let us end this as well. Okay. Now, inside of this particular div container, the first container that we need to work upon, okay, why is this coming up like that? I don't want it. Okay, it's going to be our stories container, guys. It is going to be our stories container. That container is going to be on the top itself, which will have our particular story inside of it. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand the concept of the stories container, guys? Please let me know. The stories container. Are you guys able to understand the concept of that, guys? Please let me know. I'm so sorry. So let's create the stories container, guys. So div class. Where did the ending tag go? Okay, and we'll call it as class of story container. Can you explain the story container, sir? Okay, no issues in that. So what I'm trying to do right now is I'm dividing the entire screen into three separate parts. One is going to be a sidebar. One is going to be the middle section that will contain our stories on the top. Okay, the stories on the top and the post on the bottom. Okay, and then the next particular container is going to be this particular container. Okay, that is the profile section or something like that. I will name it later on. I'm not yet thought of a name for it. So profile section or something like that. So these three particular things we want to divide the entire screen in. Now currently we are present inside of our main container. That is the middle container, guys. Oh shit! I closed Instagram. Okay, so we are currently present inside of a main container right over here, right? So we can divide the main container into two separate parts. One will be the stories container, which contains all the stories on the top, and the other one will be the post container, right? The other one will be the post container. These are the two containers right over there. So currently we are building the story container itself. Okay, that is what I've built right over here. Story container is going to contain all the stories for us. After that, you're going to have another div tag that's going to contain the post container for you guys. Oh, it already created that for us. Thank you so much. And then after the main container, we'll have another container. Right now, I haven't thought about a name for it. Let us name it as what should we name it as, guys? This is the profile container. We just name it as profile container itself. What should we name it as, guys? Should we just name it as profile container? Let me check. Yeah, let's name it as profile container. I think so that would be appropriate enough for it. Profile container. Okay, yeah, now it's looks a little bit decent enough. Am I right, guys? Okay. So let's start with the CSS attributes with the same, right? This is just the HTML, this is just the structure. We also need the CSS attributes for the same as well. Am I right or wrong, guys? Please let me know. Ah, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm having a little bit of problem with those. Okay, so just pardon me for the same. Okay, now all the CSS will actually be going in the normal section itself. It does not need to be changed when it is in the uh, your 900 or 600 pixels. It is not related to that, except for our profile section. So that we'll put it at a later point of time. Right now, we'll just mark it as a normal thing itself. So we'll start from right over here. That is 900 pixels. Okay, yeah. So we'll start writing our code right over here itself, guys. Okay. Can you please explain after the story container, please, Rajesh? Just go back into the video and watch it once again. That will be my suggestion. The three boxes right over here on Instagram: a story box which contains the stories, a post box which contains all the posts inside of it, all this post inside of it. That is what that container will be containing. That div tag, and that is present inside of the main container. That is in the middle itself. This entire thing in the middle is called as the main container. Then you are having another container called as the profile section. That is basically profile container section. That is basically this particular box on the right hand side that contains suggested for use and all those kind of crap. Okay. Otherwise, if you are still not able to understand, just revisit the video and watch it once again. Okay. So right now, guys, we'll start with the basic thing itself. That is the main container. We'll start writing the CSS for the same. So dot main hyphen conti so conti AI area main container. I'm so sorry, guys. A lot of today in the evening, I was not even able to breathe properly due to the dust in the air. So a little bit of things are going on. Okay, so let's continue from right over there itself, guys. So we'll start with the basics itself, guys. We'll start with the basics. We'll give it a display of box. Now, what is the reason why are we giving it a display of block? Okay, why are we giving it a display of block? Why not the normal, like you are having your flex? Okay, up till this point of time, we were giving a particular display of flex, if you guys remember, right? Why are we giving a display of block right now? So, what are the things that this particular container actually contains? What are the things that this particular container, this main container actually contains? It contains just two boxes, right, inside of it. Think about it. This main container actually contains just two boxes inside of it and nothing else. So please come share. So sir, after completion, please share code file. Not at all. The code file is not going to be shared with any of you guys. Please do remember that. Otherwise, what is the point of having the project? You are having the videos, you are having lifetime availability of the videos to come back to and check your own things itself. If I share the code with you, then what are you doing at the end of the day? Nothing. Just coming here, watching video, getting a certificate, that's it. What is the learning in that? Right? The main learning is to create the project. And that is the reason why I'm going line by line, making sure every single line of code I'm typing in front of you, I'm solving it in front of you, I'm debugging in front of you itself. So you have to do it on your own. I will provide you guys the videos so that you guys are having the reference, but no, not more than that. Okay, so why display block? If you think about it, the main container only has two particular items inside of it. the story container, and then the post container, right? Now each of these containers needs to take up the entire width of the main container. If you guys think about it, right? These particular containers present inside of the main container have to take up the entire width of the container. There can be two items right over there, just the story container, just the post container. Now this is where the concept of block comes into place. When you declare a particular container as block, whatever items are going to be present inside of it, they are going to take up the entire width of your screen. That is called as a block element, guys. That is called as a block element. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. I'm extremely sorry. Yes, so I've declared it as a block element. We'll also provide it with a padding of 1 rem, 1 padding of 1 rem. We'll also provide it with a width. Okay, so with width of please repeat display block. What to repeat in display block? If you want me to just repeat it, go back to the video and watch it again. What did you not understand in that? Let me know. I will make you guys understand it. If you just want me to repeat it, just this is a YouTube video. Just scroll it back, listen to me once again itself. Do you have fever today? I've had fever for the past 3 days. Yesterday it went down, today it has come back itself. Again, I'm not going to repeat anything. If you want me to repeat something, go back in the video and listen to me once again. What you were not able to understand, let me know. I'll help you out with that. Not say repeat. Okay, that makes no sense. Okay, so right over here, guys, width will provide it as 45 BW for right now. Okay, so width right now, okay, we'll change it, guys, based upon how it looks like on our screen. Right now, I'm just pitch bowling. I don't know. I'll just take it up into account. Ki wo itna lega, itna lega, itna lega karke. Okay. Okay, so we have provided the width right over here. What should be provided next? Okay, height. So what should be the height of the main container? Can somebody let me know? What should be the height of the main container, guys? This is a very tricky question. This is where a new concept also comes into place. That is the reason why I'm asking this. 100 VH. Now, if I put 100 VH right over there, then I will not be able to scroll it. I want to scroll the main container as well. If you guys remember, whatever items are present, I need to scroll it as well, right? If I put as 100 VH, I won't be able to scroll it. If I put 100% as well, I won't be able to scroll it. So we need infinity. But how to get infinity? Now that is a very tricky question right over there. We need infinity, but how to get infinity itself? Now Bhagyashree has written it correctly that we need to use auto, but auto does not mean infinity. Auto means it can be anything. You're leaving it up to the browser to figure out how much particular space it requires. Think about it in such a way. According to me, I want infinity, but I don't know how much space it requires right over there, so I'll set it as auto. Now, what will auto do now? This you shouldn't use auto every single place because we don't have to think about what space it is going to take. Just put auto everywhere, everywhere. Okay, put auto here as well, put auto there as well. Okay, that will not work for you guys. Okay, that won't work. Okay, you have to think about some cases, some particular cases which you are not able to identify what to do. Okay, so you leave it up to the browser to figure out the best possible layout. Okay. Okay. Similar to that, we will also set our margin left as auto as well. We also set our margin left as auto as well, guys. And then you are having your you want to tell it that the y-axis should be infinitely scrollable. Because remember it, when we used like the x-axis shouldn't be scrollable, so we use overflow x is hidden. You guys remember that? We use overflow X as hidden so that the X axis isn't scrollable. This time we want X axis to be scrollable itself. So how to do that? So the Y axis to be scrollable. We are working in the main container, guys. The Y axis should be scrollable. So overflow Y will set it up as auto because there'll be a lot of posts. Okay, so a lot of things will be there. So to automatically identify and let you scroll through the y-axis. Okay, so that is what we are setting up right over here for the main container properly itself. I'm very sorry, guys. My nose is not at all working right now. I don't know why. What is the reason? Okay. The next particular one is our container on the right hand side. That is our profile. What did we leave it as? Profile container. Okay, so we need to apply some things to the profile container so that we are able to see it. Okay, it does not mess up our stuff at a later point of time. So profile container, we'll just put the basics, guys. Padding. To put a padding of 1 REM because that is what we have used throughout the entire website. Okay, and the next little part that we'll be doing is our width. Width is provided as 30%. And that's it. We are not going to change anything inside. What the fuck? Did I make the container spelling wrong? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yes, or does auto depend on the number of count of the auto? It depends upon a lot of different things. One of the stuff that it depends upon is that, yes. Then we'll also make the color of our main container as the background color as white so that we are able to see it on our website. So BG or say background, BSCK background color. We'll put it up as white, guys. So that right just for right now, so that we are able to see whether everything is working properly or not. We'll refresh our page. So yeah, it is not working properly. The height we have set it up as auto, and hence because we have nothing present inside of it, it is giving us this small size of stuff inside of it. Are you guys able to see this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to see this, guys? Please let me know. Because there is nothing present inside of it right now. It's a totally empty div container. Okay, it is giving us just a small size, but yeah, it's present in the middle. It looks okayish itself. Then we'll start putting up the rest of the thing inside of it. Okay, okay. I'm very sorry. My nose is totally gone today. Totally. There's nothing left inside of that. Okay, let's start with our story container, guys. Okay, so .story story container. Okay, we'll put it up right over here, and we'll start with the basics. We'll start with a width. Width. How much width should we give our story? So if we see this properly, okay, I have very few stories to show on the screen itself. Yeah. So how will I figure it out? Okay. Okay. Think about it a little bit. Let's give it a width of 100%. Okay. Okay. Let's give it a width of 100% itself based upon its parent. So 100%, we'll give it a width of 100% for right now. We'll change it if we feel like we need some changes in that. We'll change it at a later point of time, guys. I don't think so that will require any changes. What should be the display property? Can somebody let me know? Inside of the container, stories container, what should be the like display property, guys? Please remember, this is the stories container which contains all these stories inside of it. This is the story container that contains all these stories inside of it, guys. What do you think will be the particular like display function right over there? The answer is flex. Okay, the answer is flex. We want all these different things to appear side by side. So what to do that? Flex. Okay, the most easiest. Do not even think about anything else. Just put a flex. Close your eyes. Put flex right over there. Display will set up as flex. Okay, then we want everything to be in the center. So justify content center. Then we want to have okay, when you use Instagram, you have seen this, right? That you are able to scroll within the stories itself. Have you guys seen that? When you use Instagram, within just the stories, you are able to scroll right over there. Have you guys seen that? Or like this is the first time that you are hearing about it? Yes. So to do that, again, overflow X auto. So that we are able to scroll. Okay. So overflow X as auto. Simple, straightforward, nothing too complicated about it. We'll put up a padding and we'll put up the padding as 10 pixels on the top and bottom, 0 on the left and right. We'll change it if we need anything else. Okay, right now this is just pitch balling, guys. Even I don't know. If we see that, okay, this needs a little bit of change, we can change it at a later point of time. Now, between the two stories, we need some gap as well, right? Between two stories, we need some gap right over there, right? So we will set up a gap right over there as well, guys. So what gap should we set up right over there? So let's set up a gap of 1 REM. Let us set up a gap of 1 REM, guys. You guys able to understand this? Please let me know. So a gap basically means between two elements within this particular container, what should be the distance between the two? So I'm setting it up as 1 REM because there are multiple like items that are going to be present inside of it. And we'll set up a margin. Margin also set up as auto so that it is automatically able to decide what should be the margin and everything. Okay, I think so that should be okay for us. Now we need to create a story. Now, many of you guys might be thinking that, sir, why have you not put up any kind of height to this particular container? Then there are twofold reasons for that because the parent container has a height of auto. If you guys remember, here we have set up a height of auto, guys. The main container, parent container is auto in height. So by default, the story container is also auto in height. Now, because it is already auto in height, whatever I put inside of it, I need to make sure what is the size of that. If I'm able to make sure that the size of this is so on and so forth, then everything will work properly for me. Are you guys able to understand this? Because the parent container has the height of auto. By default, the story container, that is the child container, also is having the height of auto itself. Now, whatever I put inside of it, that is something that I need to make sure that I'm giving the proper heights and everything. Rest of the things will be handled by the auto itself. I don't have to think about it a lot. That is the beauty of auto. Okay. So now when you go to Instagram, each of the story has a particular profile picture, the particular gradient effect, and then a particular name. Okay, Shara Sinha or something like that. That is what it is having right over here, guys. So we will create a div tag called a story, and we'll put all the three elements inside of it. Are you guys able to understand what I'm saying right over here? We'll create a div tag called as story. I will put all the three elements inside of that div tag called as story itself. Am I clear with this, guys? Please let me know. Am I clear with this, guys? Please let me know. Yes? Great. Awesome, guys. So let's create a div tag called as story. I don't think so that is too hard for you guys, right? So instead of the story container, we'll create another div tag. A lot of div tag, guys. Div tags are your literally your best friends itself. So yeah, never forget them. Class will put it up as story because it is an individual story itself. Then inside of the story, what should we do? We'll put up first we need a div tag that has the gradient effect to it, if you guys remember. So shit, div with the class of story, sorry, with the class of gradient. Okay, so this will contain the gradient effect right over there. And inside of this gradient border, that we'll be creating, we'll have the image right over there, guys. Okay, so we'll put up the image tag right over here. SRC is equals to Phalana Dhimkana. We currently don't have the picture. We'll have to take it from somewhere. And ALT, we'll put it up as random because again we haven't put up, so we'll put up as the profile picture. And then after the gradient div tag, guys, after the gradient div tag, then you are going to have a particular paragraph tag that is going to contain your username. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. After the gradient circle itself, then we want to have the image of the gradient. We want to have a paragraph tag inside of which we will be having our particular name of the particular person. Okay, so let's create a paragraph tag right over here, and we'll put up the name of the person as Shaurya Sinha for right now. Gradient means, Shubham, if you don't know what is the meaning of gradient, just do a simple Google search. An English word right over there, not related to programming. Okay, so now that we have created our HTML part of it, now we need to implement the CSS aspect for the same, guys. Not just the HTML, the CSS is also very important. Okay, so right over here, guys, in the CSS, we'll start with our story. Now the story containers has three items inside of it. First, the div item. Then inside the div item, you are having the image, and then on the bottom, you are having your paragraph tag. So we'll start with the story, guys. So after story container, let's put up the story. Why the paragraph tag? Because you get the name of the person as well, right? This person, what is the name of the person? The shortest run. So that is the reason I've used the paragraph tag right in there. Okay. Okay, so first dot story story. So it has three items. So again, display flex column itself, display flex, then display flex direction should be column. Then align item center. What the fuck? Why is my alignment wrong? Is C language and Python the basic? What is the meaning of that particular sentence? Even I am confused right now. Okay, align items has been done. Then you are having your text aligned because there is text as well right over there. So text aligned within the paragraph tag or whatever tags are there should also be in the center. It is basically saying like inside of Word document when you select whether the text should be on the left hand side, the right hand side, or on the middle of your Word document itself. So here you are selecting that the text alignment should be in the middle. You see language and Python the basic of JavaScript. What the fuck? Did you learn French and German before studying Hindi? Or did you learn Chinese and Japanese before studying English? Like they are not even related to each other. Okay, great work right over there. Basic question, we'll use that. Okay, and yeah, I think so. That should be more than sufficient for us for the story. Okay, let's change something right over there as well. So story has been done. The image tag and the gradient is something that we need to work upon. Let's first work upon the paragraph tag within the story itself, story story, and the paragraph tag present inside of the story. We are selecting that. We'll apply a margin. In margin, I am able to see Jen. So I know many of you guys in college will be like using. Oh, what do you drink in college? Your college days, I think so. Many of you guys will be drinking as well, right? So what do you usually drink? So top and bottom 0.5 REM, left and right 0 REM. Ah, uh, because when you're using grid, it becomes very difficult to make it responsive. So I always prefer using flex itself. Like fruit juice, water, magical movement. Okay, what the fuck is magical movement? Okay. Okay, fruit juice, water, coke, string, energy. Oh shit. I've got good students under my class. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Okay, either you guys think that I'm an idiot or you guys don't want to say it because you're sitting in front of a family. Or else you're in still you're in your first year of college, so that could also be the case. Or your seniors are not that great. Okay, that could also be a case. But usually the seniors are relatively very chill when it comes to all these kind of crap itself. That are the only thing that they are good at. Sometimes I feel like that, right? That they are only good at these things itself. When you go to ask them, sir, oh, what to study when it comes to the exams or something like that, they're like, I don't know. Okay, CNDR Center. So story is also something that we have already done. Display flex means Shubham. This is your first class or something like that. Like I've taught, like I'm using display flex in the first day of the project itself, and I explained on that particular day. I'm not going to repeat it for you right now. Okay, now we'll go towards the display gradient border. The gradient is the most important thing, guys. And this is a little bit more tricky as well because this is something that you guys will be creating a radial gradient for the very first time. After this point of time, you will have deal with background colors and all those kind of things. This time you are dealing with a gradient background color, guys. So that is a little bit different from a usual background colors. Okay. So create that dot gradient. Gradient. Okay. And we'll start with the width. And this is where you're going to put up the height, the width, guys. So width width, will set up the width as 50 pixels. Again, it's a circle, so if the width is 50 pixels, the height should also be 60 pixels. Are you guys able to understand this? Because it's a circle, okay, so you need to create a square. So the height and width should be the same. So 50 pixels for width, then 50 pixels for height as well, guys. Now to make it circle, you need to give a border radius property, guys. So border radius, you have to put it up as 50%. So 50% will create it as a circle itself. It will create a circle inside of the square. Okay. It's already started to give me a linear gradient right up there, but we actually need a radial gradient. There's a difference between linear gradient and radial gradient. I'll show you guys that as well. Okay, then after border radius, we'll have to have display as flex. Justify content, we'll put up as center. Then align items, we'll put it as center. And now comes the most important part, guys. Oh, first, let me clear up my nose a little bit. Like a fucking waterfall down here. And let's put up padding as well. While we are at it, padding should also be included right away. We shouldn't be ignoring the padding itself. Okay, now we can focus upon our background color, guys. So first of all, we'll give a background, not background color, just background. Now here the background that we want to provide is going to be of a category called as a radial gradient. Okay, let me show it to you guys. Linear versus radiant, radial gradient. Okay, let me show an image right over there. So as you're able to see, this is the difference between a linear gradient and a radial gradient, guys. A linear gradient starts from one end, ends at the other end. Whereas the radial gradient, it starts from the middle and ends at the outside. Are you able to see this difference between linear gradient and radial gradient, guys? Are you guys able to see this difference right in there, guys? Please let me know. So here for our case, we are going to use a radial gradient. There are other kinds of gradient as well. For example, angular gradient is there. Then we are having solid curves, so that is a basic itself. Okay, so we are using a radial gradient right over there, guys. Okay, now I have kept the numbers written right over here. Where are the numbers? I wrote it down somewhere. Oh yeah, I got the numbers, guys. So I will just tell you guys about the numbers. So radial gradient, that is what we want to use. And then circles, yeah, I asked here the circle at 20%, sorry, 30% and 107%. Okay, these are the numbers that I just directly got off from Instagram itself, guys. I have not researched this. I have not done anything about it. I just went to Instagram. I went to the inspect option. I found the numbers that they are using. I'm using the exact same numbers. I'm not changing anything out of it. Okay, so this is the same numbers what Instagram is using. I'm just using that. Okay, so then the colors right over there, guys. So hash FDF497. Okay, so that number 0%. Okay, then you are having hash FDF497, the same number once again. We'll put it up as 5%. Then again hash a little bit different FD 5949. This color will put it up at 45%. The first time that I'm using a gradient in my project, usually I don't use it. That is the reason why even I don't have any idea about it. Okay, it is already suggesting me the next particular number, and it's absolutely right. I don't know how it figured it out, but it figured it out the all the right numbers automatically. So very proud of that as well. So this is basically your background image, background basically of radial gradient. Let us save this. Let us check how it like looks on our website itself. Let us refresh this as well. Okay, so image is not coming up properly. The P is coming up on top of the gradient itself, but the gradient is looking fine. The gradient is looking like perfect. Now we just need to play around with the image as well as the particular paragraph. I don't know why the paragraph is on top of it. So figure it out, guys, slowly and steadily. Okay, so let's now play around with the image. Let me download my own profile picture. Something is wrong. What is wrong with you? Okay, so let me download my own. Why is the right click not working? Inspect. Let's go to inspect right over there. Dev class, header. Go into header. This dev class, this dev class, this dev class, image. We'll copy this image from right over here. We'll paste it inside of here, guys. So where are you? Paste the source right over here. I don't know if it will work or not. Otherwise, we'll have to download the image. That is a separate scenario. I'm just pasting it up to see if it works or not for us. If it is not working, then we'll have to download the image. Yep, it is not working for us. So we'll have to download the image itself. Okay, so let's save the image as save. We'll have to then upload the image right over here. So we don't require this. Remove it. Go here. Let's us upload the file. Sure. Upload file, and we'll upload our image from right over there. Let's rename this image as PP. We rename PP profile picture, and select this. We'll open it up right over here. I should have put it up inside of assets, so let us just shift it inside of assets itself. It will look much more clear right over there. And then from where are we? Where is my profile? Here it is. So dot slash assets slash pp dot jpg. Let's save this. Let us go back to our website, refresh our page. The image is coming up, but in a very random ass direction itself. We have to change that. We have to make it go inside of our gradient itself, and it should be circular in size, not what it is coming up as a square. Okay. So for that, again, we have to change the CSS attributes related to the image. Simple. Okay, nothing too complicated about it. So dot gradient gradient. What is this? Gradient gradient. And in that, we have to select the image out of it. Now, inside of the image, we'll change a little bit about the stuff, guys. The width, we'll set the width as 100% of our height and width as 100% of our parent element. That is our gradient tag itself. So here 100, as well as here we'll put up it as 100. Okay, with respect to the parent element. Then we need to have a radius, guys. So border radius, we need to make sure that it is 50% so that it looks like a circle. Okay, so that is done. Then object fit, objct object fit will have cover. Okay, so that will put it inside of our gradient. That is what we want right over there. I will put up a border because if you guys see it properly on our screen, the border of our profile, okay, the border of our this appears to be of a grayish color. So we want that. We want the grayish color right over there. So border, we'll put it up as 1 pixel. Sorry, backish 1 pixel. px solid, and we want black right over here. Var black. We'll save this right over here, guys. We'll go back to our website, refresh the page. Okay, so it looks okayish. Let us remove the background color white. We are actually able to see what we have done right there. So this will remove it. Don't require it anymore. We'll save this. Go back to our website, refresh the page. Okay. Is it visible to everybody, guys? Please let me know. Is this first story visible to everybody, guys? Please let me know. Is the first story visible to everybody, guys? Please let me know. It looks like just on Instagram, right? A little bit, maybe. Okay, let's try to put 3, 4 more stories right over there to see how it looks like. So this is the entirety of the story wala part. Okay, we need to just copy paste this right over there. So Control V, Control V, Control V, Control V, Control V, Control S. We'll go to our website, refresh the page. Okay, things are looking okay. We can change the profile pictures, we can change the name. That is up to you guys to do it. I'm just using the same things because it makes the work easier for me. Shit, yeah, I was not able to copy it. Control C, and we'll just copy it right over here. Control V, Control V. I think so. That should be more than sufficient. Let's go back to our website, refresh the page. So yeah, scroll bar is coming, but it looks like shit. You shouldn't be able to have the scroll bar. So that you can actually change via the decoration itself. But for right now, we'll not do that because that is something for a later point of time itself. We'll just remove a few from right over here. So just remove these two. We'll save things up. We'll go back to our website. And yeah, so it looks very similar to the Instagram page, just that this looks very big. So we have to make it a little bit smaller. I think so. I need to make it smaller by at least 20-30% more. I need to make it smaller. Okay, at least 30% I need to make it smaller. Okay, no issues with that. So what are the things that I need to make it smaller? Container, blah 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 blah. Story, blah 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 blah. Story P, margin font size. Font size. Let's remove this and make it 40 rem. Okay, 0.4 rem. I don't need to put up the 5 right over there. Gradient will put it up as a little bit less. So let us remove this and put up 35 as the gradient. Okay, so 35 pixels height, 35 pixels width. And because we are reducing it by a few, that means like 25 was the minimum. So we'll put padding as 1.5. They cannot use that. Let's put it as 2. Okay. Okay. Now I think so. It looks fine according to me. Let us go back, refresh the page. Okay, yeah. So now it looks a little bit better than before, right? It looks a little bit closer to what we have on this. The text, the paragraph text, guys, we need to have it of gray color, I guess. The text right over here of the profile name itself, I think so. We need to have it of gray color. So let's change that as well right over there, guys. Control V will be fine. So let's change that. Let us put up a gray color right over there in the gradient P, story P. Yeah, story P. Okay, so let's change the font. Let's just change the color itself. COLOR color. I will change it to bar hyphen gray or light gray. Was it gray or light gray? What about identify that? Let us save this. Let us see how it looks like. We'll change it according to the save itself. Yeah, we need to use light gray. Hyphen light gray. That should work appropriately enough for us. Okay, gap between the story is high. See, I'm not able to see any stories on my side, so I'm not able to identify if it is high or not. If you feel that the gap between the stories is high, you can just reduce it. Okay, I've already taught you guys that. Okay, so you can just reduce it right over there. Now that we have done the stories, the next two things that are remaining is our this particular section and then our post. These are the only two things that is currently remaining for us. Are you guys able to understand that? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand? Guys, follow some people. This is not my profile, right? I follow a lot of people. If you go to my profile, I follow a lot of people. This is the DevTown's original profile. So that we follow rest people right over there. Okay. So both of these actually did not work. This people loved it. I don't know why. Ranveer Singh, I think so is a hit right now within the people. Okay, this is also something that very few people liked, I guess. This also that was a like a thirst trap. So yeah, guys fell for it. Okay, so, it's fine. Some are good, some are not that great. Okay. Okay, so now that we have completed this, guys. Okay, fine, great, awesome. So we will distribute the attendance link for you guys right now. Will that be fine? Before doing that, before sharing the attendance link with you guys, just reminding you guys, is there somebody still interested to enroll into the training and internship program, guys? Please let me know. Is there somebody still interested to enroll into the training and internship program, guys? Can somebody let me know? Because till yesterday we have got 13 enrollments that I know of. If some new enrollments are there, I don't know. I will have to check that out once again. Okay, but 13 students have already applied. I am very like happy that these students have applied. They are going to be a part of my class itself. So yeah, it will be something that I will be loving it a lot. Is there somebody who is still left, who has still not applied and wants to apply as of this particular point of time, guys? Please let me know. Is there somebody, guys? I want a frank opinion itself because at the end of the day, I don't really care. Even if two people are joining my class, I'm more than happy. I just care about their placements. I care that the companies are telling to me that you're my best recruiter. That is the only thing that I care about because that is something that I love to do. Okay. Yes, sir, but it's too much cost. Maybe this. Okay. One more thing. This is something that I have. Can you offer C++ or Java and DSA in your training and internship program? Yes. You don't have to do both. You have to choose one of them. So somebody said that the cost is too much. Let me show you guys something. Okay. Let me show you guys something. Coding Ninjas. Okay, let us open up Coding Ninjas. Let us open up Scalar Academy. And Udemy. Okay, Udemy as well. Many of you guys might be using Udemy as well. So each course on Udemy costs somewhere around 800 rupees, right? So Coding Ninjas, let us explore the courses. Let us go to full stack development. That is what we were doing right over here. So full stack development, and we require what do we require in full stack development? Let's see. Is there something right over there? Let us see. Okay, so we want Merge stack. Okay, we want. There's no data structures algorithms. Is there any data structure algorithms? No. No DSA. No STP. You don't have any kind of like nothing. There's just nothing right over there, and the cost will be like 5,000 rupees per month for 6 months. 30,000 rupees. Okay, Scalar Academy, same program will cost you 50,000 rupees. That starts from 50,000 rupees itself. Then you are having, let's say, Udemy. Okay, let's go further with Udemy itself. First of all, C++, Java, data structures algorithms, competitive programming, entirety of full stack. That means front end, merge stack. Okay, usually if you go further with the Udemy course, you'll only get a merge stack course itself in full stack. Then you'll have to buy a DevOps course separately, a cloud computing course separately itself. So 7 courses right over there. Even if you take 6,600 rupees bare minimum cost of each of these courses, that means 600 multiplied by 7, that is 4,200 rupees plus taxes. 4,200 rupees plus taxes. And what do you get in that? There's some video lectures, no certifications. Udemy certificates have zero value because you can just mark the videos and that's it. They have zero values, no internships, nothing, no opportunities, nothing. So that is the point. Our pricing is such that we don't have any profits in that. Whatever we earn, we give it off to our instructors. So our instructors charge somewhere around 3,350 rupees, 3,370 rupees per candidate. That is the charge for our instructors. We have to pay to our instructors right over there. The rest of the money that remains, that is approximately 130 rupees. Okay, that is what remains at the end of the day, that we use to cover up the cost of the servers, cover up the cost of the video lectures being provided to you guys and all those kind of things. That is how we basically handle everything right over there. In that, if I am able to reduce my cost, I'll definitely do it. I don't have any problem in that. But that is the lowest cost that we are able to go further with. Any other platform that you go, there is no guaranteed internship. There is no, they will say placement assurance. They won't say guaranteed placements as well or guaranteed internship. Internship assurance. Basically, it's a clever way of going about that we assured you, but right now the market is down. We cannot assure you anymore. So it's a fucked up thing. Okay, that is the reason why we use the term guaranteed, because we guarantee it to you guys that the internship is still there. You don't have to worry about it. Okay. Is it offline internships? Yeah, the company is going to spend 1 lakh rupees to bring you offline just to keep you in a hotel, right? No company is going to do that just to test you out. The completely online internship itself. Completely online internship. Is it okay for third semester students? Absolutely yes. Most of the students who have done well during the program, we have got students in Google, we have got students in Amazon, Microsoft, Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan and Chase. Most of the students who did actually very good during the program and got into good companies as well joined us in the first, second, and third year. Fourth year students usually don't make it to the MNCs. They make it to good startups. That is what I've seen. The trend is that first and second year students, when they're joining early, they are the ones that they are able to get into good MNCs. Third year students, if they do very well during the program, they give 150% during the program, then they get into MNCs or into good startups at a good pay itself. For example, in full stack development, we have 100% placement. In full stack development batch, up till this point of time, we have had 100% placement. And on top of it as well, the average package in full stack is right now approximately 15.3 lakhs per annum. That's the average package that we have got in full stack development. Okay. Graduate students, we get a lot of graduate students. The largest graduate student that I've ever taught was a 54-year-old woman. Okay, recently 3-4 years graduate students who haven't had a job for the past 3-4 years. If you're choosing full stack development, then that's good. Do not go with data science or cybersecurity. Full stack, you'll be able to get jobs very easily. Idea for second year, please definitely you can definitely join in the program. I'm in masters first. Then should I join it? Absolutely yes. Okay, I'm a diploma student. Can I stand a chance? Absolutely. So diploma students in full stack development, we usually get a package of approximately, I think, so 12.3 lakhs per annum. That's the average that we have been able to get. Okay. Pankaj, right now you can do your pre-registration at least, because see, I don't know if it will be available in January, because we have to start our batch, right? If it is available in January, that's great for you. If it is not, then even I cannot help you out with the same, right? So for those students who are still interested in completing, in enrolling into the program, I'm providing you guys with the pre-registration itself. As soon as two students are completing their registration, the link will close. Then we'll not be able to take in any more candidates. Okay. Soumya Diwali, when is it starting? Soumya, once you have completed your registration, complete registration, we will be asking you when do you want to start. And depending upon that, we'll suggest you a batch. Because we want to make sure that it is student friendly. We don't want our ideas to be imposed upon the student. We want to make sure that the student feels comfortable to learn. Because if the student is not comfortable to learn, what will we help them out with the same, right? I just started learning C. Please do not learn C. It's a complete waste of time. I know it is got taught to you guys in college. Directly jump to C++ itself. Okay, directly jump to C++ itself. Since when in code main container margin left auto, the whole story is shifted to right, not in the middle. Yeah, because we have set it into auto so that if less number of stories is there, it will just go in the middle or to the right. That shouldn't happen. We should be having the margin left as zero itself or something. Okay, you can definitely play around with that. But for my purpose, I wanted everything to be filled. That is the reason why I used it. Okay, DSA and CP in Java is okay to get into MNCs or only C++. You can do it in C++ or Java. Both of them are absolutely great. For those students who have already done the pre-registration, guys, a career counselor will be approaching you from tomorrow onwards itself, and they'll be helping you out with the rest of the steps. Okay. It is how to get a job in cybersecurity domain for a fresher. Please guide me. Do C++, Java, data structure algorithms, competitive programming. Then start with cybersecurity. Don't jump directly to cybersecurity itself. In cybersecurity, make sure that you are having as many projects as possible. Learn about OWASP, learn about bash scripting, okay, learn about hashing, encryption, okay, create some great projects under it, okay, learn about SQL injection, HTML injection. Even if I wake you up in the middle of the night and ask you what is the OSI model, you should be able to recite it like a true symphony. Okay, that should be the level that you should be able to understand. Okay, what is the scope of .NET developers? Please tell. Right now, zero. Okay, if you get selected in the company, they won't be selecting you on the basis of .NET because there are millions of .NET developers out there. So freshers shouldn't be doing .NET. They should be focusing on MERN stack itself. Within the company, yes, many companies use .NET, so they will be shifting you into a .NET backend itself. Maybe, maybe not. So, but right now you shouldn't be like learning it. Okay. Can you bring bootcamp or DBMS SQL? I can have a class on DBMS SQL. There's no need for a bootcamp on top of it, right? Cost of the program. The cost of the entire program is 3,500 rupees plus taxes. But right now the pre-registration is just 588 rupees itself. So can I go for merge stack if I'm third year engineering? I have basic knowledge C++ and Python. Absolutely yes. But do not just focus on merge stack. Focus on merge stack, cloud computing, and DevOps like we are doing in the program itself. Why do you hate PHP? I don't hate PHP. I hate people who prefer PHP. Why? To learn. Okay, these are not working people. These are not people who are actually having a job. These are not people who are actually having a position of authority in a company. No, these are freshers. These fuckers don't know anything. And they're like, yeah, I will do PHP. Why? Because some idiot of senior of theirs who is still not placed has told them to do PHP. Okay. And that is the reason why they're doing PHP. So that is basically a bullshit idea, first of all. They have not done any research. They have not learned anything about it. They have not studied anything about it. They have not properly asked the right people about it. And they tell me that PHP is good. So yeah, then I get pissed off. If you have some proper research done, if you are knowing something about it, and then you say to me that, sir, you should be doing this, then I will try and sit with you, I will talk to you, try to understand your perspective. But if you're coming to me as a fresher and telling me that PHP is what we need to do, then yeah, dude, come on, man. Grow up a little bit more. Okay, with programming should a beginner start? Start with C++ or Java, and then data structure algorithms and competitive programming. Okay, like I said, should we look for internships the first year? Absolutely, yes. The earlier that you are able to start internship, the more experience you will be able to gain and more chance of you getting into a good job as well. Okay, so like I said, guys, those who are still interested in the training and internship, we are having the last two seats available right now. You can complete your pre-registration from right over here itself. I am expecting some of you guys will be enrolling by tonight. Okay, so please make sure sir क्या क्या सिखाएंगे इस course में. Aditi, were you not present in yesterday's class? So we'll start with C++, Java, then data structures, algorithms, competitive programming. Then we go into full stack development. If you are choosing full stack development, otherwise you are choosing data science or cybersecurity, then it will be different. If you're choosing full stack development, then you will be taught HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Tailwind, CSS, Bootstrap, CSS. You'll be taught about the entirety of React JS in the front end. Back end will be MongoDB, Express, Node.js, microservice architecture, monolithic architecture. Then you go with DevOps, then cloud computing itself. After the completion of the entire training, you will get a 3 months internship certificate from DevTown first of all, and then a choice to select one of the companies that we are partnered up with to get a 1 month internship at that company. These companies include companies like Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan and Chase, Amazon, and many other companies itself we are partnered up with. You can select which company you want to do an internship with. We guarantee you that particular internship, and you will be able to complete that internship with that company, get a certificate from the company as well, and then we start with your rest of the preparation as well. For example, GSOC preparation is there, then we prepare you guys for that. Then you're having your particular. So we currently have almost 25 students of ours who have been selected in GSOC from the previous batch. So that is how we make sure. The data structure algorithms are also included in the full stack development internship. Absolutely yes. Okay. And again, internship by doing only C++ and DSA. No. Right now you have to go a little bit beyond that. Okay. No issues with that. Maybe I don't really like care about that. Okay, if you think that I'm wasting your time, these are actually good suggestions for you as well. Because I know many of you guys are just for the attendance, and I don't really care about them. I care about those students who are actually interested. How many students are there in the batch? 25 right now. We don't take in more than that right now, so that we are able to put individual attention to each of the students. Is C a useful language? C is a useful language, just not for you. Okay, just not for you. Okay. So yeah, so like I said, guys, those who are interested in the training and internship, please do complete your pre-registration. Is there any scope for data analyst in India? Absolutely, yes. There's a huge scope for that if you are doing it properly. If you're just doing data analysis and you're saying that, oh, I want to become a data analyst, no, that's not going to happen. Data structure algorithms, computer programming, good projects, learning about data analytics, a little bit about data engineering, a little bit about AI, a little bit about machine learning. Okay, all these are very important right over there. Not just like you need to know a little bit of Power BI, Tableau, Excel. Okay, these should be there right over there, guys. What should I else I do apart from C++ and DSA for internship? Work on some projects. That's it. That was the last thing that was remaining, right? If you are very good at DSA and competitive programming, okay, do not forget about competitive programming. Do not see C++, DSA as zero value. The main value is of competitive programming. You basically learn C++, DSA so that you are able to do CP. Okay. React or Angular, go further with React itself. Okay. Okay, so like I said, guys, those who are interested in the training and internship program, I've already provided you guys with the pre-registration link in the live chat. Please make sure that you guys are able to complete your pre-registration from right there. I've also pinned it up. We are having the last 2 seats available. So once that is done, we will be able to start with the program as well. Right now, I'm giving you guys the attendance link for today's class. You guys can start the attendance from right over there itself, guys. Start filling up the attendance from right over there. The attendance link is in the live chat as well as the pre-registration link is also present in the live chat, guys. If we fix to do job in full stack development, don't need the DSA. If you are fixed to do job in full stack development, but you don't want to be inside of MNCs, okay, you want it to be only inside of your startups itself, then you don't require DSA. You can directly do full stack properly, front and back end, DevOps, cloud computing properly. You will be able to get a job. Many of our students actually do that. But if you are aiming for MNC companies, then yes, without DSA, you will not be able to take that. Okay. Okay, so right over here, guys, I'm providing you guys with the attendance as well as the pre-registration link, guys. Please do complete your attendance and pre-registration as soon as possible. I'll just provide it in the live chat. So I provided you guys the pre-registration link as well as the attendance link, guys. You guys can fill it up right there itself. Kushi, definitely, I will definitely try that out. Okay, thank you so much for suggesting that. Like I said, guys, if somebody is still interested, does your internship and the ones given by the internship both follow flexi hours? Absolutely, yes. So now I think so. You asked the exact same question yesterday as well. Yes, The entire training as well as the internship follow flexi hours because we have to do it. Most of the students are students, right? So we have to do that. We don't have an option right over there. No, class is over, guys. Is salary package is less when we leave DSA and full stack developer? Absolutely yes. Because you're going for just startup, so this salary package will be definitely a little bit less, guys. Okay. Does class 10th and 12th mark sheets matter? Not at all. Okay, not at all. Like I said, guys, the last two seats are available. I've provided you guys with the pre-registration link. I've taken AIML in CSC specialization. Can I take full stack development? Absolutely yes. I think that is actually excellent because then you will be able to aim for both data science as well as full stack jobs. That is what I did. That is the reason why I'm able to switch from data science to full stack to data science because I was able to do both of them together. Okay. What about the certificate for this bootcamp? Tomorrow will be the last class. So yeah, in the next 3 4 days we'll be able to get the certificates as well. Okay. You have to register for React Bootcamp separately. If you fill the Google form, no, not at all. If you have filled the Google form, you don't have to worry about that. Like I said, guys, the last two seats are available. Please do make sure that you are able to complete your pre-registration if you are interested in the training and internship program, guys. Even if you're not, think about it. I think so. This is beneficial for you guys. That is the reason why I'm suggesting it for you as well. Okay. Uh, JS is separate. We will be starting from the basics. It's a Sanskar saying you don't have to worry. The placements, we have 100% placements as well as the internship is totally guaranteed to you. In the company of your choosing, whatever company you choose, the internship is totally guaranteed. So you don't have to worry about that. Okay. Yeah, Abdul Rahman Khan, you can maybe we are currently hiring from your college as well. You can definitely apply right over there. Is the internship free? Yes, the internship is free. The training has the cost of 3,500 rupees itself. Okay, guys, so we will stay end the class right over here. I will meet in tomorrow's class. I will continue from right over there. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye bye.